Alright, good morning from Hong Kong. The batteries aren't here yet, but I figured, and plus it's raining. It's a rainy day, and I can't do anything on the top deck, can't do anything on the bow. So what I figured I would do is I would test my networking system here. Now, I've just connected up to, these are 60 amp hour batteries. So I've connected, they're 12 volt batteries, and these are basically their generator start batteries. And I always kind of keep a few on spare. So what I've done is I've connected it. They're in series, so I've got 24 volts. And I've got my sensors down here. I've got my voltage sensor, again, connected straight to the battery. Then this is where I get current from. Current that, again, powers my DC to DC converter that takes 24 volts in, and it's stepped down to 9 volt. And so I have my two serial to RS485 connectors to connect with this, and I have to hook up to the router and all that. But what I want to do is I want to get the MeterHub, TriStar or Morningstar to. The most important thing is to get these on a network is using the remote monitor or remote meter, and that connected with this. So I've got this one, it goes out, it's right here, it goes up to my meter, and this one goes up to my MPPT controller, because that's what actually powers, the meter, or the remote meter. And then down on below here on 1 and 2, those go to my dump loads. Now I've set my dip switches on that, and I think it's 29.6. 29.6 is the dump, the voltage on that. And so because then this is 29.2 is absorb, and so that won't affect that. But I have everything up. Everything is off right now. Everything is off. And this is going to be my first trial run, and we're going to see what issues, because again, I'm concerned about networking, or, monitoring. So, let's go and put power into this, and let's see if we can. Alright, should cycle through. We've got green. Cycles through. Alright, so nothing's coming in. So I've got yellow and a red the way it should be. And what's happening here? And here it says searching. Morningstar found one device. Perfect. The MPPT 60. Gives me my serial number. Comes up. Software version. Okay, the battery bank is 25.1 volts. Temperature is 19C, and of course I don't have the solar panels on, so of course it's going to see it as nighttime because there's 0 wattage. So that's what's coming in there. So now let's go and turn on a couple panels. So here's panel 4, panel 3, panel 2, panel 1, and turn on our main. So, right now, alright, so it is reading, and it's a rainy, gray, crappy day. Right now, I'm putting in 3 amps to the small battery bank. And the battery's up to 25.7. So right now, there are no communication errors or anything. The MPPT is working, and that's the important, because now that is going to be the gateway to my the serial connectors to the RS485. So that's going to go out to the Ethernet. Alright, so that's good. So we're at 26.1, put in 77 watts. I mean, it shouldn't need to put up because the battery's pretty fully charged. And so now let's go and get power up to this one. And we got power up to it. And, oh, we've got a communication error. Okay, so let's turn this. So I've got a communication error, so I've got to go back in. So let's turn that off. So I turn that off, and again, we got 86 watts coming in, 3.3 amps. Alright, so let's try this other one. Now remember, this doesn't have, and perhaps this one does not have a lead going to any dump load right now. So this is a learning curve for me. Communications error. Alright, so I'm going to need to, let's turn that back off. Alright, so those are off. Again, as you can see, having that control to isolate these units is working out perfect. So, okay, and I turn that off. Communication error has been resolved because there's no power to it, feeding it to my MeterHub. But I'm still putting in, now I've got 88 amps, or 88 watts, 3.4 amps, charging up this battery bank. We're at 26.6. So, that's a good thing. Alright, so right now, this waiting for my main batteries to come, I'm not going to waste my time with that because I've got communication errors on these two, and I need these three to be working. So I need to go, and being a rainy day that it is, I need to go sit down in the galley, get on the reading glasses, and see what could do that. But first I'm going to take off the two covers there, make sure that it's plugged in properly. But I do have to set, because I need to give each one of these devices an IP address. Now that's probably the communication error, is because these two do not have, or these three do not have separate IP addresses or anything like, or identification for the network. So I may need to go and borrow somebody's Microsoft or Microsoft software type notebook computer, get a no modem, connect straight up to that serial, program each one, and then I may not have the communication error, because my first instinct, and from what I've read and what I've worked with Morningstar before, if they don't have unique IDs, that's going to come up with a communication error. So that's the first thing, but I'm going to go and read that to confirm that. And I think if I can resolve that, get these all communicating through the MeterHub, then I know that I can go and connect up my Ethernet up to my router, and then start to see what's going to happen on the computer there. So as we wait for the big truckload of batteries, I'm going to still maintain productivity on this rainy day. Alright guys, that's what's going on. Talk to you soon. Be good, be safe, be well. Bye-bye.